Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're doing something a bit different. We're taking a shortcut, not into, say, geopolitics or hard science this time.
Nope. We're diving straight into, well, the heart of a very specific, almost modern psychological tangle.
Exactly. We are looking really closely at the emotional code, you could say, embedded in these transcript excerpts from Carlie Hanson's song, Take My L.
Right. And our mission really is to analyze this source material almost like a psychological snapshot. We're digging into the emotional story being told, the specific mental state, which feels a lot like inertia and, the key themes that define this mindset. It's someone who sees they're stuck.
They absolutely know it.
Knows how to get unstuck probably, and yet actively chooses to stay put.
And that opening line just drops you right into it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It tells you everything about this emotional space. The speaker says they, quote, fell asleep, checked out, sunk into the couch like I never left.
Yeah.
That's not just falling asleep, it feels like establishing a baseline, a physical and mental zero state.
Oh, absolutely. That image, sinking into the couch, it's so crucial. It's not just being tired.
Yeah.
It suggests this total fusion with where they are, being one with the sofa, almost literally. And when we talk about inertia here, we mean more than just, putting things off, right?
Right.
We're talking about that active mental lockdown, where the physical stillness perfectly mirrors this mental choice. Just stop functioning.
Okay, let's focus on that. That chosen state of being stuck, this cyclical feeling they describe, it's got this low-level dread baked in.
Definitely. Repetition.
Yeah, and they lay it out immediately. And when morning comes, I don't care what, it's the same again.
That line, it's the same again. Gosh, it's almost a declaration, isn't it? That the future holds nothing new. No chance for things to get better.
Zero emotional investment in tomorrow.
None. Because they've already decided today, just loops.
Yeah.
For you listening, it's like hitting the snooze button on life, but permanently.
And they talk about it like it's a physical location they go to. When I go to that place and I'm locked in all day, I stay here. That sounds like way more than just dragging your feet.
It really does. It's like they've built this internal room, a refuge maybe, and walled themselves off inside it. But what's really fascinating looking at the source is that this isn't just paralysis. It's presented as an active choice to keep things exactly as they are.
How so?
Well, they seem to have done the math, emotionally speaking, and the result is, if it's too much to ask, then I just won't do that. I'll just stay here. The effort is too high a price.
So the sheer mental energy needed for even a tiny step forward, it outweighs any potential relief. They're choosing the path of least resistance, even if that path is, well, clearly painful.
Precisely, yeah. They're managing their limited energy by drastically limiting their responsibilities. Even the responsibility to feel better, maybe.
Okay.
But that sets up this huge conflict, right? They know the problem, feel the exhaustion, why push away help?
Yeah, that takes us to the real knot at the center of this source material. The thing that makes the speaker so complex, this active rejection of rescue. It's pure self-sabotage territory. And they make this incredible contradictory statement right there in the middle of it all.
This is really the core of our dive today, I think. You see their internal fight just laid bare. On one side, they've got this perfectly clear, practical thought, feel like I could probably get some help.
They know the solution exists.
Exactly. But then, like in the next breath, comes this firm, almost defiant rejection of that very idea. But I never want to save myself.
Yeah, I know I can be saved, but no thank you.
It's like the desire for stillness, for quiet. It just completely overwhelms any flicker of wanting recovery. And this is how we arrive at the title phrase, right? Take my L.
The L, the loss, the failure, the current mess.
Yeah, and the speaker is proactively claiming it. I feel like I just want to take my own L. It's like grabbing hold of the failure.
Wait, can I push back there a little? Is that really proactive? Isn't it just giving up, accepting defeat passively? Why call it proactive?
That's a really good question, and it's a subtle but I think important distinction. If it were purely passive, they'd just be letting the L happen to them.
Okay.
But the phrasing is, I want to take my own L. It feels assertive. It's an act of ownership over the failure. Almost like they're preemptively accepting defeat because the effort needed to fight it feels insurmountable.
So they're controlling the narrative of their own failure, shrinking the big, scary effort into this smaller, manageable outcome.
A resignation.
You got it.
Yeah.
It reframes resignation. It's not just collapsing, it's choosing a shield, a way to manage expectations, maybe.
And they apply this shield broadly, too, not just to themselves, but the whole world. And if I don't want to change the world, feel like I just want to take my own.
Exactly. If the big project life growth, making a difference, feels too overwhelming.
Then just manage the smaller, contained failure of your own life. It's a retreat, yeah. Drastically shrinking the scope of responsibility down to something that feels maybe controllable, even if that thing is failure.
Okay, so if they're actively choosing this state, they kind of need ways to justify it, right?
Yeah.
To themselves and maybe others, which leads us to the excuses.
Oh, definitely. They need reasons, external factors to shift the burden off their own choice.
Yeah.
We see it really clearly in the specific rationalizations in the text, like the drug use justification.
Right.
It's framed explicitly as, okay, I just took the drugs because she gave me something. That's a good excuse.
Not just an excuse, but a good excuse. The power isn't just in the action, it's in how they frame it, how they validate it.
They're manufacturing permission, telling themselves, see, this isn't really my fault. There's a logical reason, cause and effect. It creates psychological distance from the pain, maybe.
It's that classic shift, isn't it? From an internal sense of control to blaming external stuff.
Totally. By pointing to the trigger, because she gave me something, they maintain this illusion that they're just reacting to the world, not making these deep internal choices.
And they don't stop there. They push the blame further back, questioning their origins. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe where I'm from has something to do with it.
That's another classic move, right? Externalizing again, suggesting maybe it's environmental, historical, predetermined somehow.
Turning a personal crisis into something inevitable,
Yeah.
dictated by where they grew up or whatever.
And these excuses feel necessary precisely because, deep down, the source suggests they know they have agency. They know they could choose differently.
But here's the twist. Despite all this wall building, the rationalizations, there's a crack. The source makes it clear the avoidance isn't total, because they know how this looks.
Yes. They know others see it. They say, feel like everybody else can tell that I know I see myself.
Oof, that adds this layer of constant crushing self-awareness. They know their outside matches their inside, and worse, they're aware they're watching themselves decline.
They're their own most critical audience, and that awareness just makes the refusal to change even sharper. It's not ignorance. It's a deliberate, painful choice made with eyes wide open.
Okay. So they've chosen inertia, claimed the L, managed the optics with excuses. But then there's this brief, almost jarring moment. A lyrical inconsistency, where we see a flicker of the past they rejected.
Yes. It's buried in there, but it's crucial. A momentary shift that directly contradicts that core rejection we talked about earlier. It's like a gasp.
What is it?
The speaker says, feel like I want to save myself.
Wow. After I never want to save myself.
Yeah.
That one line, it shows the struggle is still alive under the surface, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's that internal tug of war, the fight that happens right before the final surrender to taking the L.
It's like the psychological equivalent of a boxer getting up one last time.
Only to realize the fight's already over. The choice has been made. That tiny spark of wanting to try is immediately snuffed out by the stronger pull towards resignation because they flip right back. Feel like I just want to take my L.
The calculation holds. Silence is better than struggle.
Which brings us to the ultimate goal here. If taking the L is the strategy, what does winning look like in that context? It's definitely not recovery.
No, it's escape. Pure quiet.
The final destination, the repeated objective, isn't fixing things. It's cognitive retreat. They want, so close my eyes, pretend everything's quiet.
And the whole narrative kind of ends on that note, that desire for everything quiet.
Silencing the struggle, the expectations, the self-awareness, their own internal critic. All of it.
It really feels like the ultimate goal for a mind that's just completely overwhelmed. Just turn the volume down, way down.
So when you trace this whole arc from sinking into the couch to owning the failure to making excuses to that final wish for quiet, what you get is this portrait of someone highly self-aware who is just exhausted by the contradiction. They get the problem, they know solutions exist, they could probably get some help, but they actively choose the inertia. They choose the quiet resignation. The choice itself is the whole story.
So this deep dive really confirms it, deciding to take my L. It isn't just passive weakness. It's presented as a conscious, maybe even assertive choice, prioritizing acceptance of this static, difficult state over the huge effort of change.
Choosing peace through surrender. Maybe.
Yeah.
And that leaves us, and you listening, with a pretty provocative thought, I think. If the speaker knows everyone sees their struggle, knows help is technically available, what's the profound implication of rejecting that path just to make everything quiet?
What kind of power, or maybe what kind of radical relief is actually found in choosing the L instead of fighting for the win, something
Yeah.
to